Even with a little rain, we always say this is really an exciting time to be here in Lincoln, and this Monolith project is really one of those reasons why. This company's creating some great jobs. They got some great people which have now moved into our community, and they're moving even more here. This is an exciting new technology, and we think there's really this bright future for this company right here in Lincoln and Lancaster County. And we're really excited about watching this company grow and this project progress. For a project like this to be successful, it takes a lot of partners working with the Monolith team, and I just wanted to mention a few of those today. We have the Nebraska Public Power District and their Economic Development team, Dave Rippey and the team at the Nebraska Department of Economic Development. You got the city team led by Mayor Beitler and Mike Lang, and then our team at the Lincoln Partnership, and Luke Peltz has been the lead on this project for us. And of course, all working with the Monolith team to make this project go. And then as evidence of these partnerships, we've got both Mayor Beitler and Governor Ricketts here today to help celebrate this opening, this new facility, and also the continuous growth of Monolith. It's my pleasure to introduce Mayor Chris Beitler. Chris was elected mayor in 2007 after serving 24 years in the Nebraska legislature. Mayor Beitler continues to be a tremendous advocate for economic development in this community, and he's also a great partner with the work that we do at the Lincoln Partnership. Please help me in welcoming Chris Beitler to the podium.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Isn't it terrific to come to an exciting event like this? I love these days, especially the ones that relate to new technology and innovation and new things going on in our world that can make our life so much better. That's the kind of thing we're here for today, the possibilities of the future. So I welcome you all. Good morning to you all. Thank you for being here. It is indeed a huge milestone, both for Monolith and for the city of Lincoln. This ribbon cutting, I guess, is how I would characterize it for a new state-of-the-art research and development facility. It is truly a special occurrence for us when you're able to successfully attract a Bay Area startup company, especially a high-tech manufacturing startup. Monolith stands to serve as strong evidence that Lincoln's reputation as a hub of the Silicon Prairie has been gaining traction on the national scale, with people across the country obviously now taking some notice. Monolith has already been internationally recognized as a producer of carbon black, while the origins of carbon black, I'm told, can be traced back to the Chinese 3,500 years ago. The current and most common manufacturing processes are not considered to be environmentally adequate. So through the innovation application of science and engineering methodologies, Monolith has discovered indeed how to produce carbon black in an environmentally friendly and sustainable way. And this has been a tremendous achievement for them. Most consumers don't even realize that many of the products they purchase utilize carbon black in one way or another. It's used in a wide variety of diverse applications: rubber products, tires, plastic products, all the way to high-performance coatings and printing inks. So we think Monolith's timing is great. International and domestic demand for carbon black is growing very fast now, prompting manufacturers to increase their production capacity in this area to accommodate both standard and specialty products of one type or another. So looking at market forecast, it appears Monolith's timing is just excellent. So Rob and Amy and Steve, we are delighted and truly grateful to the Monolith team for choosing not only Lincoln, but Nebraska as the location for your corporate headquarters, R&D, and manufacturing facilities. Our local equation for success is long and time-honored Midwestern work ethic, plus constant creativity, plus positive business climate equals a winning combination. The capital investment and high-quality jobs created as a result of the project is very important to the economic prosperity of the community and the state, and we're looking forward to experiencing and celebrating additional expansions with you in the future. And thank you for engaging the future with us here in Nebraska. So with that, have a wonderful day, everybody, and we're going to move right along to the guy that's making all this happen, Rob Hansen, the CEO of Monolith. It's all yours, Rob.
Thank you. Well, thank you so much for coming here today. This day is made possible by a lot of hard work, and I want to recognize a few people right off the bat. First and foremost, my dear friend and colleague, Dr. Ned Hardman. Where are you, Ned? There you are. All right. So, for those of you who don't know, Ned has 3 boys. And this is really his 4th baby the past year, has been getting this facility up and running. Just an excellent job. And thank you, Sagan, as well, Ned's wife, for all your support. Really appreciated. Could everyone that's part of the MTC put your hand up? See Nathan over there. So this is the team that, through sheer will, got this thing built. And they deserve a lot of credit for where we are today. So we'll give them a round of applause, please. So now it's my pleasure to announce the grand opening of Monolith's Technical Center, our advanced R&D facility right here in Lincoln, Nebraska. This facility is where we tailor our products for our customers. And these are some of the most demanding customers in the tire, rubber, and plastics industry. Inside these walls, the team that just had their hands up are going to solve very difficult problems, and in doing so, have a big impact. And that's why we're building Monolith. We're building Monolith to have an impact, economically, environmentally, and societally. And so, of course, we're in this to create value for our shareholders, as well as for our families and ourselves. But that alone is not enough, not in today's economy. Not when you're trying to attract the top talent from around the country. So in addition to the economic impact, we're also having a big environmental impact. And Pat's here today, along with a lot of the MPBD team. Through that partnership and the conversion of Sheldon Station from coal to hydrogen, we're going to be reducing CO2 emissions by 1 million tons per year. That's a big environmental impact. Thanks, Pat. And then societal. And for us, an impact on society is one word. It's jobs. And so we hold the view that good jobs build strong individuals, build strong families, and that's the fabric of society. And so we're really excited today to be opening this facility and creating some of those really good jobs. Back in 2016, I had the pleasure of standing with the mayor when we introduced or announced that we were moving our headquarters from Silicon Valley to Lincoln, Nebraska, which at the time I was told is the Silicon Prairie. And then later that year, with Governor Ricketts, we broke ground on our major manufacturing facility 20 miles south of here near Hallam. And it's an honor to be with both of you again today when we break or cut the ribbon on this facility, which brings us a step closer towards our long-term vision in Nebraska, which is to really build a world-scale company. We're going to be investing around $100 million into the state between 2016 and 2020 and creating 100 jobs. And then finally to the Monolith team, all of you here today, thank you for your hard work and a lot of sacrifice. You're what makes this a reality. So enjoy today and then tomorrow onwards. So next up is my colleague, Amy Ostermeyer. Amy's a lifetime Lincolnite. She joined our team earlier this year as our VP of HR. So far, she's already recruited probably close to a dozen new employees, and her job's about to get a lot tougher. Between this facility, our headquarters in downtown Lincoln, and our plant near Hallam, we've got a lot of jobs to find applicants for. And so if everyone can help Amy as much as possible, that'll be most appreciated. So Amy?
Thank you, Rob, for that great introduction. This is a milestone moment for Monolith, and I am so appreciative of everyone for joining us today. This past year alone, we've added 17 team members to the Monolith, Nebraska operations. In addition, we are in the process of transitioning into 17 team members and their dedicated families from the California offices to our Nebraska headquarters. By the end of next year alone, we will create an additional 50 highly skilled and highly paid technical positions right here in the state of Nebraska. These opportunities are going to range from operation team members and maintenance team members at our plant in Hallam to lead scientists and engineers right here in the Monolith Technical Center to finance and other professionals that will office in our headquarters in downtown Lincoln. Amazing opportunities for the state and for the people that live here. As a lifelong Nebraskan, perhaps what I am most proud of is the culture that this team is building for our team members at Monolith. We are a team of builders and innovators who genuinely care about one another and the work that we do. We are people who align and share the Nebraska values of hard work and humility, who come to work every single day to make the world a better place to work and to live for our families. It's humbling, and I'm honored to be part of the team bringing this innovative technology and this highly talented team to the great state of Nebraska. With that, I'll turn it back over to Rob.
And so now I have the honor of introducing the governor, and there's a lot to thank you for over these past years. I think foremost is your patience. It takes time to build things of value. It really does. And you've been with us unwavering since we first announced that we were converting Sheldon Station several years ago. So thank you for that, and welcome.
Well, thank you very much, Rob, and thank you all very much for being here this morning to cut the ribbon on the Monolith Technical Center. And we're here today not only to cut that ribbon, but also to say thank you to Monolith Materials for their help in helping us, the state of Nebraska, win the Governor's Cup from Site Selection Magazine. And what that represents is that companies like Monolith are investing in our state and helping us to grow Nebraska. And that's the vision for my administration, to grow Nebraska, to create more and better paying jobs, to keep our kids and grandkids here, to attract people from around the country to come make Nebraska their home so that our young people can find those careers here in our state. And there is no better example of that than what Monolith is doing right here. Amy talked about the types of job opportunities that are going to be available with Monolith, the people that have already been hired, the great paying jobs. She talked about the people that are moving here from California. And this is why we want to seek this type of investment, to be a state where companies like Monolith want to invest so that our young people can find those career opportunities here in our state and that we can grow our state. Now, here at the state of Nebraska, we focus on 4 key areas to be able to help do that. We want to continue to help develop our people. And Amy, I think you said you're a graduate from Southeast Community College, is that right? Or Lincoln Southeast? Lincoln Southeast, right? So it's a hometown person who's finding their career here and being able to help grow this great company. We want to make sure we're easy to do business with the state, cut that regulatory red tape, and make sure we take down those obstacles. We want to continue to manage our budget well and make sure we're competitive on taxes. And then finally, we want to go out and tell our story all around the country and all around the world about what a great place Nebraska is. And I love telling the Monolith story. In fact, as I've been on this Governor's Cup tour, we've been going around the state saying thank you to companies. I've been using your example of a great company doing really cool, cutting-edge stuff here in our state that you may not think about. You know, not only are they creating the first carbon black factory in our country in probably about 25 years, but the byproduct is going to be hydrogen, which NPPD is intending to use to generate electricity, and will create the first utility-scale hydrogen-burning plant in the entire country. And as the mayor referenced, when you burn hydrogen, you know what your emission is? It's water. It's water vapor. It's completely clean burning. We are at the cutting edge right here in Nebraska with that type of environmentally friendly power generation. And Pat, you and your team at NPPD deserve a lot of credit for your work with Monolith to be able to make this all pull together. So those are some of the exciting things we've seen. And that is why for 2 years in a row now, we've won this Governor's Cup for the most economic development projects per capita of any state in the country. In fact, for 2 years in a row now, we have had more projects than North Dakota, South Dakota, and Kansas combined. And again, that represents those companies' faith in our people and in our state to be able to invest. And that's not the only recognition we've received. CNBC says we are the second lowest cost state for doing business. We've had the third highest wage growth of any state in the country since 2014. We are the fourth best state for business according to Forbes. We've got the fifth lowest unemployment rate. See, Amy, this will be a challenge for you. We've got the sixth most fiscally stable state in the country. And earlier this year, U.S. News and World Report ranked Nebraska the seventh best state overall. Now, I would actually pick a bone with them. I think we're actually the best state overall. But it does demonstrate that national publications are recognizing all the great things we've got going on here in Nebraska. So it's exciting to be able to be here, to be able to cut this ribbon on the next step of Monolith's journey here in Nebraska. We're very excited about this investment. They're a great example of the types of companies that are creating those job opportunities for our young people, and we couldn't be more excited about that. And so as a token of our appreciation, what I'd like to do is, Rob, if you could step up, and Amy and Ned and Steve, if you come over here, I'd like to present you this copy. I told you about Site Selection Magazine and how we won the Governor's Cup. I'd like to present you a copy of this magazine as a token of our appreciation. See, I'm right there in the cap. Sometimes when I'm wearing a cap, nobody recognizes who I am, but that's me. That's Governor Greg Abbott down below. Texas actually won for the most overall projects, but it's not fair, right? They're a much bigger state than us. So anyway, I just want to say thank you again for your investment here in the state. We appreciate all the great work that you're doing here. Thank you so much for helping to grow Nebraska. And by the way, we talk about growing Nebraska. Rob is about ready to have his third child, and he tells me he's moving his entire family here in January. So not only are they creating jobs here, but Rob is really helping to grow Nebraska.